know what you need, little Bill? You need a wooden bow tie and you need a little wooden fedora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Howdy-o. As you can see, I made it back from the conference. Went super well. So I am back on the road, working this dedicated account until we can find somebody to hire to take my place. It's a really good account. You gotta live in Topeka, Kansas though. So we've had like 33 people, I think now, interested who have contacted us for more information about the route. Super exciting. The problem I have is the majority of the people that reach out and ask the question, by the time I respond and say, because I'm not a recruiter, I'm a driver, right? I live this. So by the time I reach out to them and offer to answer their questions, they disappear and I never hear from them again. And yes, I could beat down their front door, so to speak, and be like, you know, you really want to come work for us, we're the best thing, you know, we're God's gift to truck drivers. But my thing is, communication's key in transportation, and if you can't communicate on a basic level, just asking about a job or communicating your interest level in that job, like, I don't want to work with you. So just got my coffee for the morning here at the service center in Topeka, Kansas. Got a really good load today. I'm going to Washington, Missouri. So really pretty drive, especially this time of year, because we've had temperatures going into like the 40s at night. So I'm sure the leaves are going to be changing out that direction. So I'm really excited to get out there and see the scenery. Let's see what else has happened, guys. So lost a sponsor. I'm not going to talk too much about that. RLS Carrier Services, we were doing a fuel sponsorship thing with them, and got notified by email that due to the type of content that I've begun to produce, that we can no longer do business. Hope you understand. Bye. Literally just sent me an email, said take all our links down, do not associate with us. Bye. So I asked what was going on, what content they were talking about, and never got an answer. So yeah, it's a good fuel card in my opinion, like, but it just left a bitter taste in my mouth, and that's why I'm reluctant dealing with sponsors typically, because there's just, some of them are a pain in the ass, and I hate it. I'm only gonna keep sponsors that I like and that are honest to me and the drivers. So anyway, I felt like that was kind of a crummy deal. But we did bring on a sponsor that I absolutely love, which is the sponsor of today's video, and that is Trucker Path app. Yes, Trucker Path contacted me when they have decided to sponsor with me on an ongoing basis until further notice. So I'm super excited about that. Trucker Path is literally my favorite app, and I have had numerous apps approach me in the trucking space, and I checked them out and they were crap, and I just turned them down. But Trucker Path I have used since I got into transportation. It has saved my butt so many times. One of the features that I really like on Trucker Path, they have a parking predictor. So not only can you go on the map view and look ahead down your route, like if it's getting into the afternoon, evening, you can look ahead, see what truck stops are already full. And these are drivers reporting it. You can report place full, but you can see what places are already filled up. And not only that, they have a parking predictor, which tells you on average when that parking lot gets filled up. This has saved me out of a lot of pipe loads before, where literally the truck stop was going to be the way last place to park, and then it was turnpike for like 2 hours. I think it was an hour and a half without an exit. So had I not had parking there, like I would have been stuck on the side of the highway out of hours. And I just don't want to try to explain why I had to drive an extra 2 hours beyond my hours to DOT, even though technically I could, because there ain't no place to park, y'all. Yuns. So anyway, I absolutely love Trucker Path. I actually used this on an Oklahoma load recently when I had some trailer issues and took a while to get them fixed, so I was running tight on hours. I was able to use it to move ahead and find a casino that had tons of parking where everything else was full. So that allowed me to get further with my load and saved me time on that load. So anyway, I want to thank Trucker Path for sponsoring this channel. You totally rock. I will put a link in the description below where you guys can find Trucker Path and all the premium features, which I believe is worth every penny. What do they call that? Cost of opportunity cost. If you miss the next load because you couldn't budget your time accurately, because you couldn't find parking, etc., you're gonna miss an entire load. How much is that gonna cost you? So it's a tiny price to pay to get the premium, and I believe it's worth every penny. But anyway, like I said, we are looking for drivers. You have to live near Topeka, Kansas. We're considering doing the OTR thing. I'll be transparent with you guys. Like, my thing with jumping straight into OTR is, as you know, no matter what company you're with, miles are going to vary and fuel expense is going to vary. We get the fuel surcharge, and that accounts for a good chunk of our profit margin, right? So me as a business owner, like, I think it would be smarter to start trucks on a dedicated fleet. That way we have more consistency. We know what the fuel prices are going to be in a given area. We can kind of predict that stuff so that we have more of a foundation, if you know what I mean. As far as company, more stability to grow from. Because the way I see it, if you don't have a firm foundation, then, you know, you're going to end up scaling to disaster is what you're going to do. But we are considering playing around with some OTR stuff, so definitely stay tuned if you're interested in coming to work doing over-the-road stuff. So anyway, stay tuned for that. I gotta hit the road. That's a little update. I'm excited to bring you guys along to Washington, Missouri today. What the hell? Crazy. There was a pickup truck and it rear ended a car, and then there was a car and it was going crazy. We went through a red light. That's enough for one day. I'm out.